Welcome back. In this section, we are going to discuss about conditionals and loops. So the first statement we are going to see is if statement. So we are declaring two variables x equal to 43 and y equal to 300. If y is greater than x, colon, print y is greater than x. Colon is very much important. This is the way of writing if statement. Let's execute it by pressing shift enter. Here you can see y is greater than x has been displayed. If I type 430 as x and y as 300, it won't print anything because it does not satisfy the condition. That's why the print statement is not executed. So now we are going to see if statement without indentation. It will raise an error. For example, x equal to 43, y equal to 300. If y is greater than x, which is 2 in our case, we are writing print y is greater than x. So here we are getting error. Indentation error, expected an indented block. Basically, we need to provide some spaces. That is, you need to use tab key so that the code is inline. So that's why we are getting an error. If I execute it now, it will print y is greater than x since the condition satisfied. If you don't provide spaces and the block is not incomplete, it will give an error. Indentation error, expected an indented block. Else if. So here we have defined two variables, a equal to 43 and b equal to 43. If b is greater than a, print b is greater than a. Else if a is equal to b, print a and b are equal. So in this case, second condition will get satisfied. So we are getting a and b are equal. So this is how we write. Make sure after if statement and else if there is a colon. Here you can see there is a colon at the end. So we need to be very much sure about it. We can also use else. Let's see how we can do it. Here we have defined a equal to 400, b equal to 43. If b is greater than a, print b is greater than a. Else if a equal to b, which is not in our case. A and b are not equal. A and b are equal. Else print a is greater than b. So if I execute it, I will get a is greater than b. If I type here 430, then I will get b is greater than a, because this condition is getting satisfied. So let's execute it. You will see b is greater than a. If I type a equal to 400 and b equal to 400, a and b are equal will be printed. So this is how if, else if and else work in a conditions. So now let's move to the else without the else if. So here we are writing a equal to 400, b equal to 43. If b is greater than a, print b is greater than a. Else, here you can see else if statement has been ignored and we can also type else statement. Else colon print b is not greater than a. That is, b is less than A. So if I execute it, 43 less than 400, true. So that's why B is not greater than A is printed. We can also use condition by using the AND statement. Here we have defined three variables A, B, C with 400, 53 and 800 as the values. If A is greater than B, 400 is greater than 53, correct. And C is greater than A, that is 800 greater than 400. So both the conditions are true. So we will get the result as both the condition as true. If I type 530, then nothing will get printed. So here you can see nothing gets printed because condition doesn't satisfy. We can also use or condition. Let's see how. We have defined three variables: A equal to 400, B equal to 43, C equal to 800. If A is greater than B or A is greater than C, print at least one of the condition is true. In this case, A is 400 is greater than 43, true. A is 400 greater than 800, that is false. This condition is false. So that's why we are getting, at least since we have written or, we are printing this statement. At least one of the condition is true. So now we are going to see nested if. Here we have defined a variable x equal to 53. If x is greater than 10, print above 10. Else x is greater than 20, print and also above 20. Else print but not above 20. So let's execute the code and see what is the result. First condition is satisfied, that's why we have got above 10, and uh, and also above 20. This condition is also satisfied. So we are getting and also above 20. Now let's make it 13. So this statement will be printed above 10 and but not above 20. So here you can see above 10 but not above 20. This is how nested if works. Now we will see while loop. I equal to 1. While I is less than 5, print I plus equal to 1, that is I equal to I plus 1. I equal to I plus 1. Let me repeat. If I plus 1 equal to 1 means I equal to I plus 1. So here we are going to get value from 1 to 4 until the condition is satisfied. It will print each and every value. I is 1, while I is 1 less than 5, true. It will print I equal to 1. I plus I equal to I plus 1. Then it becomes 2. So that's why it is printing 2. If I write while I is less than equal to 5, it will print 1 to 5. Let's execute the code. So here you can see up till 5 it has been executed. We will see while loop with break. I equal to 1 while I is less than 5. Print I. If I equal and equal to 3, break. Else I equal to I plus 1. So when the condition is, when the I value is 1, it will print 1, 2, 3. When 3 is achieved, it will break the loop and it will directly end the execution. Let's execute the code. So here you can see when I was 1, it printed I. I is 2, it printed 2. When I is 3, it printed 2. But after third, it has a print statement which got satisfied. If I equal n equal to 3, break. So the loop is out of execution. So the control has stopped. So the execution has also stopped. So that's why only 3 has been printed. If I type 2, it will only print 2. 1 and 2. Two values. So this is how we use break statement. But usually we avoid break and continue statement. It's not a good programming practice to use break and continue. Just for knowledge purpose, I am showing you the usage of break and continue. Here I is 0 we have defined, while I is less than 5, I equal to I plus 1, that is I plus equal to 1. If I equal n equal to 3, continue, print I. Here you can see print I is at the end, and here it was at the above while loop. So let's execute the code. So when this condition was meet, if I equal n equal to 3, the control was given back to the while loop. So that's why it did not print the 3. So this is how continue works while using else statement. We have defined I as 1, while I is less than 10, print I equal to I plus 1, else print I is no longer less than 10. So let's execute the code. So I is printed from 1 to 9. When it reaches 10, it goes to the else statement. I is no longer less than 10. So that's why it is printing I is no longer less than 10. For loop. Here we have defined a list. We haven't described this data type, but here we are defining fruit equal to apple, banana, cherry. These are the three values which is stored in fruits. For x in fruits, print x. So it will print each and every variable, that is apple, banana and cherry. This is how for loop is written in Python. We are defining a list. Fruit is a list data type which is of type string list. It has three values: apple, banana and cherry. For x in fruit, print x. So that's why it has printed apple, banana and cherry. Again we are using same variable, fruit equal to apple, banana, cherry. For x in fruit, print x. If x equal and equal to banana, then break. So it has only printed apple and banana. Cherry has been escaped since we are using break. Let's execute it. So here you can see apple and banana got printed because it is in for loop. Once the if condition is met, the control has been breaked and the execution has stopped. Here also we have using the same list, apple, banana and cherry. For x in fruits, if x equal and equal to banana, then break. So it will only print apple because print is after if statement. So that's why it only print apple. So here we are using continuous in for loop. In if statement. Fruit equal to apple, banana, cherry. For x in fruit, if x equal and equal to banana, continue, print X. So it will print apple and cherry. When banana is present on execution, it will continue to the loop execution. So that's why when we execute it, we only find apple and cherry. Banana is not printed because we have a continue statement when the condition is satisfied. So that's why apple and cherry are printed. Range function, it will print a particular range of number. For x in range of 6, print x. By default, it starts from 0. So that's why it is 0 to 5. So that's all for this lecture. See you in the next video.